I got to be honest, Ivan. I'm not even going to do this story justice. Because this story is so good, I think it might be the best story that I have found in the state of Delaware since I've been here, and certainly in the city of Wilmington.
You've been saying that since I met you about this.
So my friend Andrew calls me up, and he says, "Hey, have you ever heard of this track team over on the west side in the West End neighborhood house?" And I thought, that sounds deeply uninteresting. I'm not interested in a track team, right? And he's like, you should really come check out the practice. You should really come check this out. And I was like, okay, because usually when Andrew tells me to do something, I'm like, okay, I gotta go check it out. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to see a track team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My wife will love it. Like, oh, don't worry, I'll be home late, but I just had to go see a track team practice.
Right.
I go over to the West End neighborhood house. And I'm not kidding. There were 100 neighborhood kids practicing track in the gym, running drills in the hallways, up and down the staircases. Mm-hmm. And you learn about the foundation of, how this team was founded and what it's been doing. And they're an AAU squad called Above Xpectations. X just spelled X, mm-hmm. So they call themselves AX. Mm-hmm. And they compete nationally in AAU, and these kids win national titles.
Right.
I mean, and they compete against teams that are,
Yeah.
I mean, these guys are working for nothing, like the coaches.
Yeah.
And the kids, a lot of them can't even afford the very small amount of money it takes to be on the team, but they do fundraising to make it so that the kids can compete on the team. And they're a family, they're a tight-knit family. I was just showing you a little shot of just the gym there of the kids practicing.
Yeah.
But it's one of the most inspiring things I've seen, in terms of a community coming together to do something, like this, and basically create a second family. Right. In some cases where some kids don't have all of the family support that they need at home,
right.
This becomes, their family.
Yeah, and I could only imagine, when those coaches, they sacrifice their time, they pay for some of the kids, they pay for the shoes.
Not only that, they have taken legal guardianship of the kids.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's major.
That's what I'm saying. This is not a job. This is a life.
This is a life. Yeah.
This is a complete devotion to just helping people, and that's the thing. But and again, I'm probably even selling that short because it's not even that. It's just sort of no, this is AA. This is what we do. That's the way. If you ask them, it's just this is the team. This is my team, and I live for my team. So some of these kids have gone on. Almost all these kids go on to to college, and they end up with, full rides for track at different places, have won NCAA titles.
Yeah.
And we want to give proper credit to all of the people who are involved in this. But right now we just want to introduce you to Above Xpectations, where actually I'm working on a passion project of a documentary about them,
right.
Because it's just such a cool thing. Yeah.
And with that, financial support and donations. If you're not up to it, but just find it deep in your heart to give to them. You can learn more and donate at abovexpectations.org. So they are registered 501(c) nonprofit, and there are a lot of stories like this within Wilmington, within Delaware, that coaches are making these students, these kids, their family. And this is a year-round program.
We got to find more of this stuff. Oh, no, they practice track year-round. Year-round.
It's not just season.
Well, and just to give you a sense of, how little it takes to help, that they need help. These coaches, in addition to doing a lot of this stuff just with all of their spare time, they will volunteer at other schools so that they can borrow equipment, right? For the kids, So it's a crazy thing, and it's such a family. It's so much a part of their lives that even after they graduate from places like the University of Michigan and having done this, they come back to coach the team.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
The comeback.
Come back to coach the team.
That's right.
So Above Expectations, it's aboveexpectations.org, and that's with no second E. So Above Expectations, and you should definitely check them out and look out because we are making a documentary about them, and that will be forthcoming.
Awesome. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any positive stories that Zach and myself need to talk about, be sure to submit it at stories.wilmington.love.